How are you doing?
Hey, Billy.
Hey, we don't know if we're supposed to call you Billy Mumy or Billy Mumy these days.
Bill Mumy works best.
Really?
Yep.
Has it always been that way?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, we all agreed that it was Billy Mumy in the old days.
No, well, I mean, according to my dad, it was always Mumy, so
Yeah.
he had the advantage there.
Did a lot of people make that mispronunciation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine.
That's okay. I mean, I'm used to it, but when we're on the radio or on TV, I tend to kind of correct people to get it right.
Yeah, we had a big debate about that one day, because I came in and I said, it's Billy Mumy. Someone corrected us, and the guys were in disbelief.
These are truly the great arguments of our modern society. I agree with that. I understand it.
I thought maybe you were
in the middle of such an impossibly struggle.
Well, I'll tell you, man, that Lost in Space was always, and is still absolutely fabulous.
Oh, it's excellent.
And, of course, you and Dr. Smith and the Nene, on that robot.
The pain.
Oh, man, you've got him down pat.
Oh, yes, I do, dear boy.
Where is he now? Where is Jonathan? What was his name?
Harris.
Harris.
He's in my closet. I've got him in a leather outfit.
That's where I'd expect him to be.
Nuts and straps on him,
Yeah.
Right.
Where is the robot today?
The robot is in a friend's home who owns him, an executive at 20th Century Fox Studios.
Is that right?
Cool.
He comes out and does a few convention appearances once in a while. And
Yeah. Then do you come along or somebody come along and yank his power pack?
Once you've yanked a robot's power pack, nothing else is ever the same.
Oh, man, you're absolutely right.
Mike actually does an imitation of the robot after his power pack has been removed.
It's a visual thing. You're lucky, Bill.
You guys have lived through too much of a hard winter, I think.
I know. But it's hilarious to look at Lost in Space and of course, these days, all the Star Trek stuff and Star Wars and all this stuff. Then you go back to Lost in Space, you look at all this, way obvious fake rocks and really ridiculous aliens.
What do you mean?
But that's the beauty of it. Wait, Billy, see?
They didn't look real to you?
There was a day they sure did.
They looked real to me?
There was a day when I recoiled. Yeah, I could tell.
Even when I was talking to a man in a giant carrot suit. I dug deep for that carrot.
Yeah.
They came up with the dumbest aliens,
man.
but
the aliens
as a kid,
really
I
sucked.
swallowed it all.
Oh God, yeah.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
What was the most fake thing in your opinion? This is a difficult question. I'm not trying to be 60 Minutes here, but
the most fake thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Those ears on the monkey, the bloop, never quite looked.
Yeah, that was always stupid
to me.
Yeah, that was always bad. Did you guys ever laugh and then have to retake it because it was just so damn stupid?
Especially in that. The talking carrot, the Great Vegetable Rebellion thing.
Right.
I mean, 30 years ago, there I was in space, and 30 years later, here I am, the creator and writer of Space Cases on Nickelodeon, and playing an alien myself on Babylon 5.
Oh,
see, look at that.
Good segue.
See,
he wants out.
Did you like that?
He does. He wants out.
Professional segue into what's happening now.
He wants off that planet. But I still see that UFO stuck in the dirt, man.
Can I just ask one more Lost in Space question? I swear to God.
Let's make it 2.
Okay, great.
I've got a million.
Make it 3.
Okay, great.
Okay, I get one, you get one, and Mike gets one.
Oh, all right.
And then then we'll spend 30 seconds on Babylon 5, and then we'll let you go. I'm just kidding.
Ouch, babe.
Dr. Smith now, and I read this in a column about somebody who was pointing out some of the gay undertones in old movies and shows. They were claiming that Dr. Smith was meant to be understood as gay.
I mean, Jonathan is a wonderful character, and Smith was just bigger than life, the man you love to hate. I never thought of him as gay. He's been married to the same woman for 50-some years.
Oh, not him, the actor. I mean, the character.
I never thought of Jonathan as Dr. Smith as gay. I mean, certainly he would grab young Will around the chest and use him as a shield.
See, he wasn't gay. He was a molester.
oh, dear boy, help me! No, I don't subscribe to that theory, man.
Did he ever hit on any of the?
A real stud.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. True to your question.
Oh, did you like Penny? I mean, were you into any of the girls?
I liked her very much.
What about, what I loved, now see, this is going to sound stupid, because Major West, okay, who was the big honcho on there?
Williams?
Yeah. I love that jetpack he used to fly around with, and to this day, I want one of those damn things.
That was real.
That was real.
That was a real NASA astronaut jetpack that If you really watch the series, I'm not trying to say anybody should, but if you really do, there's that one stock shot that they almost always use. Is flying on the jetpack, where it does a little circle around a rock formation.
That's right.
It goes on. That was real. That was a stuntman out in the Mojave Desert when we were doing the pilot at Red Rock Canyon in a legitimate jetpack.
This is what we suspected. Because we actually called NASA on it once, but they denied the existence of such a jetpack because I want one for home use.
The truth. And the biggest drawback in that unit, the propulsion unit from the 60s, was that it burned out its fuel supply in like a minute.
In no time. Yeah, it was less than a gas plane. You know what I mean? It's like a couple of passes around. And then, unfortunately, down you go. All right, well, that was my question. We're done.
We're talking to Billy Mumy. If you call him Mummy, you probably heard the tirade earlier in the conversation. He loses it.
Major cranky here.
And he, of course, is doing Babylon 5 now. Now, it must just be the difference between Babylon 5 and Lost in Space in terms of technology is outrageous.
Yeah, well, in Lost in Space, we had, stuntmen in bad rubber suits with, styrofoam balls glued to them and spray painted, and we had to act to these ridiculous things in front of us. Nowadays, in Babylon 5, because the effects are so great, but they're done later, they're added later via computer. They're all done computer graphic imaging.
Wow.
So now we stand and react to nothing.
What did you ever get to look at that process, Bill? That whole business with a computer putting that stuff in it?
Absolutely. I am the co-creator, producer, and writer of a space television series on Nickelodeon Saturday night at 9 o'clock called Space Cases, which I think you should all check out very much. And we, of course, use computer graphics on our show.
Were you reluctant to get back into sci-fi, so to speak?
No, not at all. In fact, I was enthusiastic about it. Over the years, I've very much enjoyed working in that arena of television. I was in the Flash television series. I like doing that sci-fi, superhero, fantasy stuff.
You were in the Twilight Zone, too.
Yeah,
I remember that, and that's a major point, Trudy. You were Billy, as I recall, the outrageous kid who was totally out of control, and everybody had to kiss your butt in the family, otherwise you'd look at them, and then that would be the end of their
they'd be
asses.
wished into a cornfield.
Anthony Fremont, and read everyone's mind, and if I didn't like what you were thinking, man, I sent you to the corner.
I know it. I saw that episode
or
recently.
I turned you into a Jack-in-the-Box with your own
Oh, that was great.
Right. I saw that thing recently again, and that is one of the all-time best episodes. Of course, if that were to be modernized, you'd be flying an airplane like all the other damn brats.
Yeah, it's a scary show, and I did 3 of the old Twilight Zones. They're great.
Yeah.
Very happy to have done them.
What did you do on Bewitched? I just saw that in your bio, and
I did 2 Bewitched. I did the first Christmas show where I was an orphan, and Darren and
Samantha
adopted me for the holidays, and I didn't believe in Santa Claus, so Samantha took me to meet the true Santa Claus.
Oh, I remember that one.
Another Trivial Pursuit question, which would be a good one, was name the 3 actors who played Darren Stevens, because besides Dick York and Dick Sargent, there's an episode called Junior Executive where Endora turns Darren into a 11-year-old, and that was me.
Oh, okay.
I got to kiss Sam and go to work with my briefcase.
Excellent, excellent. And you were in Hitchcock, too, but which Hitchcock was that?
I did 3 of those. The most famous one being an episode called Bang You're Dead, which Hitchcock directed, which is a story of this... to make it short, it's a story of this little kid whose uncle comes back from a holiday, says he has a present for him. The kid is impatient, goes through his bag, finds a revolver and a bag of shells, figures that's his present. All his friends are out playing cops and robbers, takes this gun, sticks a couple of bullets in the chamber, keeps spinning it around, and over the course of the episode finally gets the chambers filled. So he's got a loaded gun and he's about, you never know who he's about to shoot.
Right.
Suspenseful little drama.
What was Hitchcock like?
He was a schmuck.
Was he a schmuck?
I hated him. I'll tell you a quick Hitchcock story. When you're a child actor, I was 7. You can only work like 8 hours a day, and I was the star of this episode, so I was like in every scene, and they only had about 5 minutes left to film me before I had to quit for the day, and they wanted to get another shot in. And, it was 6 o'clock at night, and I'd been there since 9 in the morning or whatever, and I was fiddling around on my mark, and they were running out of time. So Hitchcock gets up off of his chair, and he comes over, and he bends down, and no one can hear him but me. He always wore this black suit with a tight tie, and he's got like 19 chins, and he was sweating profusely constantly. He whispers to me, and no one can hear him, and this is exactly what Alfred Hitchcock said to me. If you don't stop moving about, I'm going to get a nail, and I'm going to nail your feet to your mark, and the blood will come pouring out like milk. So stop moving.
Wow, he was
and
frightened.
I'm like, ah! I'm like just petrified of this cat, and I'm like, so I'm frozen. They get their shot. I didn't move, and then I'm going home in the car with my mother, and I go, we're gonna nail my feet to the floor. Milk. My mother's like, oh, honey, he's British. They have a different sense of humor.
Oh, man,
give me a break.
Was your mom a serious stage mom?
No, not at all. She was very supportive of my energies to pursue this crazy little career. Started doing it when I was 5, and I'm doing it now.
What'd you do in Dream of Jeannie?
What did I do in A Dream of Jeannie?
Yeah.
I played I played a kid named Custer who was sitting up in a neighbor who was watching them from their tree, and I kept seeing her doing all of her little magic stuff, and I kept telling the shrink, I can't remember his name, the military shrink.
Dr. Bellows.
Right. Yeah, Dr. Bellows. Thank you.
Yeah.
I kept telling him what was going on, and no one believed me.
We know more about your episodes than you do, probably.
Yeah, and see, that must have been great at your age to look up and see those hooters above you.
I was the first American actor to kiss Bridget Bardot in a film in Dear Bridget with Jimmy Stewart. I got to kiss Elizabeth Montgomery as her husband.
Boy.
And Shirley Jones in 1962 looked awful good.
Yeah.
Connie Stevens in 1962 looked awful good.
Well, who have you kissed lately?
Pardon me?
Who have you kissed lately?
My wife kind of has a monopoly on most.
Yeah.
Hey, why aren't you all screwed up like all these other child actors? What's that all about? You're actually a productive adult.
Well, I look at Jodie Foster and Kurt Russell and Ronnie Howard, and they're all doing pretty good. I'm just part of that club.
But then there's Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman.
I'm asked all the time to be on those panels with those guys, and I feel sorry for anybody that didn't turn out okay. But I don't subscribe to that club. And
well, you're not screwed up enough to be on those shows. I don't even know why they'd invite you.
Yeah, that's it. Just to bum out everybody else. But now look at you in this gigantic, successful deal here now.
He's got a band. He's got a band too. How do you do all this stuff?
You must be a coke freak. Are you a toot freak?
I find the creative process very stimulating and enjoying.
I see.
I would much rather pick up a guitar and nerdle around than sit in front of a television set and watch Oprah. So
right.
Hey, tell us about the new episodes of Babylon 5 that viewers have been waiting for.
Well, we're running all new ones now. Finally, 8 new ones in a row, which is about time.
Are you noodling around your spot again, or what? What took so long?
It's beyond our control. We just show up and put on our silly little makeups and costumes and go to work as best we can, and then Warner Brothers screws up the scheduling.
Right.
Us being a syndicated show, it's the first time in my 37-year career that I've been on something that I can't tell people. Well, it's on, Saturday night at 9 o'clock, because it's time zones all over the country, all over the world. It has a very, very, very passionate fan base, and I do think that Babylon 5 is perhaps the single most ambitious sci-fi television project ever undertaken, because we are telling a big novel over the course of a 5-season plan. Sci-fi fans tend to be really good people in terms of the fact that they very much care about the environment. They're very anti-prejudice. They think of each other as humans as opposed to these, tribal thoughts that get the world in so much trouble.
Yeah, they're very aware of the planet.
Yeah, they are, and they're supportive of technologies because they realize sooner or later we got to get out of this place. We've got to expand. We've got to move on to other homes eventually.
You mean this is really a heartfelt thing?
What?
This is really a heartfelt thing?
Oh, it is the truth. I mean, eventually our system's going to burn out, and you've got to be somewhere else by the time that happens.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
so
well,
we just need
we're not making very great strides, and we better get the hell out of here soon.
Where teleporting comes in.
I think we should all support the space program. I really do.
Hey, there you
I
go.
just wanted to go to Mars. That's my problem. I don't care anything about it except for let's go to Mars. I mean, the hell with this
That's
stupid...
definitely that's a step in the right direction, and I think there's a lot of stuff up there on Mars that would probably blow our mind.
Oh man,
I think that would be great.
I mean, my money says there's an underground civilization there.
Well,
that's what Stan Johnson says. Do you know a guy named Stan Johnson, a retired logger from Oregon, who he claims he's been in Mars?
Yeah, he leaves his body and goes inside there and everything, and claims the face is an observation deck.
Yeah, State would have it. Stan and I play Mahjong every Wednesday.
No kidding. Well, of course,
Well, I see now. I thought you did all this sci-fi stuff for the money, but now your heart's really in it.
Really in it.
Oh yeah.
Well, Jimi Hendrix loves sci-fi.
And for the craft.
Big time.
Yes, Jimmy did love sci-fi.
Huge, big time. That was the inspiration for most of those lyrics.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
So there
excuse
you
me
have
while I
that.
kiss the sky.
Yeah,
Now it makes
man.
perfect sense.
Oh, yeah. When you read all that stuff, all of his lyrics and some of those really
I thought it was
far out-
acid, man.
Yeah, well, I think it was acid. Well, first it
I
was
saw Hendrix
sci-fi, then
You
acid.
guys ever see Hendrix?
No, I'm so bummed about that. Where'd you see him at?
I saw Hendrix at the Hollywood Bowl. I saw Hendrix at the Newport Pop Festival and at the Devonshire Downs Pop Festival.
Wow. Your parents let you do that, too?
Oh, yeah.
How was he? Did he perform really good? I mean, all the books
It
I've
was
read...
amazing. The Hollywood Bowl was, a true experience concert. I mean, it was like, here's 2 hours of the experience in a great, sound system and everything. And
Right.
That was the best of the three. The Devonshire Downs was a major jam session. It was him and Janis Joplin and Buddy Miles and Jack Cassidy on bass from the Airplane and
Oh, my God.
Eric Burden.
Huh.
But that was just kind of more or less of a jam thing. And then Newport was, again, the experience in a full set there, but there was like, a couple 100,000 people, and you're out in this gigantic kind of thing.
Right.
Same thing with the Doors. I used to go see the Doors, and Morrison got to that point where, people were more interested in whether or not he was going to take off his pants
Right.
as to whether or not he was going to, perform his poetry or his stuff. And I think that's...
Well, he started it.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, it's like
Nobody else dropped him for him.
Besides those bands, did you get to see all the great concerts because of your connections and stuff?
No, I didn't have... June Lockhart from Lost in Space used to have the Allman Brothers Band come down and play parties and take us to the Whiskey.
Wow.
Oh, you're
Really?
kidding.
I heard she was a...
Somewhere there's this great picture of me and Angela Cartwright wearing these ridiculous little Nehru outfits with like a gold, amulet around my neck.
Right.
With standing next to Greg and Dwayne Allman, and
Oh.
Dwayne just looks like he's just about to nod out.
Well, hey, Billy, God, I'm sorry to take up so much of your time, but we couldn't help it. We had to ask you about Lost in Space. You know that.
No, hey, I had a great time on Lost in Space. I mean, I don't mind chatting about it, going down memory lane at all. I mean, I'm trying to get the consciousness of the people out there to see the stuff that's new so it can continue.
Yeah.
I think Babylon 5 is a great show, and I'm very proud of Space Cases.
Where's Jonathan Harris, though? Can we ever get a hold of him?
Sure. He and I have the same voiceover agent.
Hey. I'd love to get
If
Dr.
we're off
Smith.
the air, I'll tell you how to call him through his agents.
We've tried to get a hold of him many times, and I always got the impression, in fact, the last time I really worked hard on it, I said, he doesn't want to talk about Lost in Space.
No, you know what it is? I'll tell you his motto right now, and his motto is, "Don't give it away, dear boy."
Okay.
So what's it going to cost us?
Unlike myself, I mean, I'm on a current television show, and I'm the creator and writer of another television show,
Right,
and I'm
and he's
trying
gotta
to
eat.
promote my records or my comic books or whatever. Jonathan, no one from Lost in Space, and I'm not bitter about this, so don't think I'm going down some cranky road here, but none of us from Lost in Space get any residuals.
Yep.
So Lost in Space can run, if I had early $1 net for every time an episode of Lost in Space ran somewhere, I'd have beautiful homes all over the world.
I know.
Well, no wonder you're so bitter.
Seems like everybody got pimped in that era.
I mean, and I'm not bitter about that, so don't get me wrong. But, we just don't get any money from it.
Right.
So for the actors from that era to kind of be excited or cheery about promoting something that is still on the air that we don't get any income out of, that's why a lot of people are.
Well, we'll
know.
slip him a 20.
Everybody
whatever.
got pimped,
What does he do, though? You said that you have the same voiceover agent.
Jonathan is very, very, very prolific in the voiceover. He's on tons of animated shows.
Oh, I've never heard that voice in this.
He's been doing that for mostly been doing voiceover work for like the past 20 years.
Well, let's get off the air. I mean, he's the one we really wanted to talk to. No, I'm just kidding, Billy.
But he's a great guy. I love him with all my heart.
Yeah, no, we enjoy him, and everybody. Babylon 5, I think, is really past that threshold now where it's happening. Billy, it's been great talking to you, and good luck with all this stuff. We'll expect the CD coming sometime soon.
Good.
And let's do it again.
Anytime.
Okay, man.
Okay, cool.
Okay, you guys, be well.
Thanks a lot, and hold on.
Okay.